let's see, connect, go live. There we go. Okay, I'm waiting for the screen to connect here. And it says I'm live, but I'm not seeing it on the screen yet. So just give us one moment here. I think we're live. In fact, since I'm not seeing anything on my screen, if we are live, there we go. Okay, I see it now. Great. This is Brian Cummings. I'm the Director of Training and Development for the E-Commerce Business School, and you're viewing the Voice of E-Commerce. This is our broadcasting arm. Today is day 3 of our brand new free membership grand opening. We're celebrating with a free membership to our training program at joinebs.com. Our goal here is to display to everyone that we are real people and that we have a go-giving community that supports, empowers each other. I'm thrilled to have all of you here. And I'm also here thrilled to have Martha Pfitzenmaier. Now, did I get it right or wrong?
Pretty close. That was good.
Tell me,
that's fine.
Last name
Martha
again.
Pfitzenmaier.
Pfitzenmaier, thank you. We must have gone through that 3 times and still didn't get it right.
It's a hard one.
She's a prime example of the go-giving and sharing community that we have here at EBS, and I'm really thrilled to talk with her this morning. So thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So Martha has joined 9 months ago. Now, you weren't in e-commerce at that time, were you?
Not at all. I haven't, no.
And in
not
that
at all.
period of time, you've gone from 0 to 200,000, or you're hitting 200,000 right now in sales. Is that correct?
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
Well, my hat's off to you.
Thank you.
You know, I know you've worked hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not easy. It doesn't come easy. If it did, everybody would be doing it. But it's so worth it. I mean, all the training that you receive is just, it will help you get to where you want to be.
You know, you say it doesn't come easy, but you make it sound easy. And I've watched your progress and you make it seem easy. Why is it that you've been so successful at it?
Honestly, that's a tough one. I don't know. All I know is when I started, like everybody, when they start, it's difficult and it's hard to get started and it's hard to find things to sell and find your direction on where you want to go. So for me, it was just not an option to just quit and just stop. I just wanted to get to the point where I was successful. So I worked really hard at it. I went online. I went to stores. A lot of people in the community know my situation with Toys R Us. I went crazy with Toys R Us, but that was consuming. That was really a good learning lesson. The way to be successful is to get out there and do it. You have to scan. You have to put in the work it takes to find the products. And the more you do it, the more you scan, the more you can, the more things you find. You find more things. It seems like you develop an eye for what you could sell. And it just seemed like it just snowballed. After I started finding my first initial items, I just went from there and I just kept going and going and going. And now it's like I go to the store and I come home with a car full. And it's like, wait a minute, I wasn't even going to the store for that. But it's like an addiction almost. I mean, it's just like you see something and you got to go scan it. So it's a lot of hard work.
Well, to give people that are not familiar with what you're talking about, with the process that you're talking about, I'll back up just a little bit and say that Martha is a member of our Shop Your Way to Wealth training program. And as within Shop Your Way to Wealth, you learn how to find products, usually on a clearance aisle at your local store, and compare them to the Amazon's database. That's what we talk about scanning. You scan the UPC code. There's the product in Amazon. It's selling for 25. I can buy it for 10, or I can buy it for 15. I'm going to make X number of dollars of profit. And then you make a decision to buy it and send it into Amazon, and then they sell it on your behalf. That's the program, right?
Correct.
You said that you develop an eye for things. So, and what I interpret is that you've developed a skill. And was it hard developing that skill?
It's just practice. That's all it takes. It just takes going out and scanning and doing the work, the initial work, trying to figure out what it is you can sell and what it is you can't sell. So, no, I don't find a lot on clearance aisles. I honestly don't. What I do, I sell more things that I can buy at regular price, or say they're having a sale and you go get it at a discounted rate. I find more things that way than I find on clearance aisles. So I think that's what's made it a little easier for me to replenish things. I have a lot of things that I buy regularly that are regular price, and I prep them and send them in and sell them on Amazon. So
these are everyday goods that people buy all the time. And
Correct.
You've just found that difference in price where you can pick it up at a bargain, on sale, possibly at your store, and then send it in, and other people pay more for it at Amazon.
Right.
There's a system to that, is there not?
As far as a system.
Well, you've developed this knack for recognizing the price differential in products.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a system to that. And that it has a lot to do with when you scan what comes up on your phone. So you know what it says Amazon's selling it for. And then we also have other tools too that we can look through to see how it has sold previously.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we have all different ways to find out if if it's going to be a good product for you or not.
Have you been taking advantage of some of the Black Friday sales?
I have not actually. Well, online, yes. It's kind of funny. My husband went out he always goes out with his sons, and he was texting me. He goes, "Look what I found. These are $7. Can you sell these?" And so he sent me a picture of it, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, get them." And so he came home with like 8 different products for me, and it was just kind of funny because I didn't go to Black Friday, but he did.
He's got the bug too, then.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
What drew you towards our community?
It's kind of funny. I've had my own businesses before. And when I was looking, I was honestly looking, we sold our businesses, and then, I started looking for something that I could do at home. And I came across Facebook information talking about Shop Your Way to Wealth. So I procrastinated about it a little bit, and I probably looked at it 4 or 5 times, and I finally decided, yes, I'm gonna try this. And that is what is really kind of cool about her offer right now, is because that takes all the worry, all the hesitation off the table for new people, because they can come and actually see what we're all about, see that this does work for people, that this is an actual thing that you can do and you can implement into your life and change your life, honestly. So I think that is so cool that she's offering this so people can get to know our community. The community is unbelievable. I mean, you have coaches, you have the staff, you have community members that are all there to help you. If you get stuck, or if you don't get stuck, if you're having a great day or you're having a bad day, you let everybody know, and everybody's there to support you. And it's like you have your own business, but yet you have a whole community of people like-minded who also want to help or want to celebrate or want to try to get you through the rough spots. You're not ever alone.
Well, you've been one of those members that's really contributed a lot on our community pages, helping some of the newer sellers. Do you go back to when you answer those questions? Do you think back to when you were first new, you were first learning this, and you had those same questions?
Oh yeah. I think about it a lot. Only because it was so difficult at first for me. It was. 2 weeks of scanning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to, what am I going to do? I can't do this. But I had a discussion with my husband, and he was basically, you're not a quitter, go get this done. You can do this. So, and then now that I see, all the people that struggle when they first start, like everybody does. It's just a learning curve. You've got to get past that learning curve.
Yeah.
And I see them struggle, and I try to help them as I got help, from my husband. I was like, okay, push through this. You can do this. Keep going. I try to give advice on where to look, what to do. I know what it felt like in the beginning. So for me, I think it took off awfully fast. And I think that was because I previously had businesses before. We had a bit of a nest egg that I was able to work off from. So I was able to take maybe some more chances than others can or did in the beginning. So I think that's why I really took off. Honestly, you can start with as little or a lot, and you can still make progress. You can still get to where you want to be. It's not something that you have to come in with thousands and thousands of dollars to make it work for you. You can start with a little and keep rolling it back in until you get to where you want to be.
So you're at, or just about at 200,000 in sales.
I am.
Because of Q4, which, this is the holiday selling season, you may do 250,000 for the year.
Oh, that's crazy.
9 months. Yeah. $250,000.
That's crazy.
And I'll be interested to see if it may happen for you. It may really happen.
Me too.
We'll have to watch that. But knowing that you've done that in 9 months, are you starting to look towards next year and what you might do with your business?
Yes, without a doubt. Oh, I'm the type of person that when I get into something, I get into that like full-fledged. So I have to try and make sure that I succeed in that and know exactly, what I'm doing, and make sure I'm on my way with one thing before I start another. Honestly, I think it was my third month in the program that I joined the master's program. And I was so gung-ho and wanting to, move forward. But then Toys R Us started going out of business, and it's like, oh my gosh, I got to take advantage of this while I can. Mm-hmm. So I put that on the back burner, and I just kept going with Shop Your Way to Wealth, to try to get to where, to get that succeeding. So anyway, and then I think it was at the last trifecta that I went to in Minnesota that I was introduced to the print-on-demand information. And the really cool thing I thought was, not only do you guys as a staff, the EBS community, when you find something that is really up and coming, you go out and you find people that are, super successful in that arena. And so you brought in Cody, who spoke at the trifecta. Cody, and it was just crazy. What he's done. I mean, it was I was so excited about it. And I even talked to him a little bit after one of the sessions. And I said, Cody, I want to be you when I grow up. And he kind of looked at me like, oh yeah, crazy old lady, whatever. But he was so nice and so thoughtful. And it was just, it made me want to move into that direction, which I'm planning on it. And I'm just going to get through the next 3 weeks, and then I'm going to go full-fledged on my next project, which is that. So I'm really excited about that.
You mentioned a couple of things. The e-commerce masters program is one. That's a higher level participation in our community. What difference has that made for you?
There is so much communication with coaches between the check and adjust calls, or it's really anything. When you get stuck with something, you throw it out there, and you have the opportunity to speak like we're speaking now. We had an opportunity through those calls to not only get the information on what you're telling us about that day, but also to answer any of the questions that we might have. It just gives you more understanding of the reasoning behind things. Like like, okay, why is this ranked so well, but yet it's not selling? Okay, what do we need to check? What do we need to do? And that's the kind of information you get in the master's program. You get to know the reasoning behind things and all the tools you need to use to figure things out a little better, I think,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, that's common. That's what I hear from the other members too. They
Yeah,
echo the same
it's
sentiment.
so helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you also said Trifecta, which is our 3-day event in which we teach Shop Your Way to Wealth, how to flip retail products. We teach book flipping, and we also teach how to find products online and hire a team member to find those products for you that you can send into Amazon. So you came to that. Are you planning to come to the e-commerce funnel mastery workshop? It'll be in March, do you think?
In March. Oh, yeah. I didn't hear.
POD, your print on demand business?
Yes. I will definitely be the one in March. Yes.
Great.
I'm not going to the one in January, but I will be, I think, the one in Texas in January. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that's, what happens at events.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Our events particularly.
Yes. Yes. They're huge. They're so inspiring. I mean, you're in a room with like-minded people who all want to, take their business to the next level. And with all the information that you get at these events, it's just energizes you to go home and want to just jump right in and get everything, going and get everything set up right and get your business moving. So yeah, it's a huge inspiration and help for your businesses.
Part of that group at the Trifecta that was meeting in the restaurant area. There was a number of members that were just really connected. It was really exciting to see because it wasn't something that the staff set up. It's just that a number of our members, and they're brand new, and they met each other and started brainstorming and connecting. We were thrilled to watch all the networking that was going on.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I think that was the final day, and my plane left early, so I had to scoot. So, but yeah, I do know a lot of the people that were in that little group there. That so nice. Yeah.
This has been a real pleasure to speak with you. Anything else that you would like to say?
Well, yes, yeah, I do want to say this because I've said this before. To me, this is like winning the lottery. I mean, as far as all the information that you're given, you can honestly, it feels like you have all the information now. So you've won the lottery and the jackpot is up to you. So what you do with the information and how you take the information and implement it into your business is what you can say your jackpot is going to be. Your jackpot could be as little as just having extra money to pay bills in a month, or your jackpot could be life-changing. Lifestyle changing is what I'm planning on anyway. But I mean, seriously, this is a wonderful opportunity for anybody to get into. And I'm no spring chicken and I'm getting into it, and I've really enjoyed myself. And it's not that it's that hard. It's not hard. It's just a learning curve that you need to learn when you start. But you have a whole community of people who are, right there to help you along the way. So it's been one of the best decisions that I've made to join this community. And I just hope other people can see what I see.
I hope so too. Martha, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian.
Before you hang up here, let me give my little advertisement here. I want to let everybody know that you can check out what Martha's talking about by going to your browser, joinebs.com, joinebs. And in there we have a shopping arbitrage course that it's a light version of our Shop Your Way to Wealth, and you can check out some of our training materials that are in that course free of charge and learn this process of selling products on Amazon. So thanks very much, everybody, for being here and spending your Sunday morning with us. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, wonderful. You're